three. Clements will go to Nats. 1, 2, 3.
If you had to describe what Jets is in one word, what would it be?
Family.
I would say supportive.
Family.
Inspirational.
Inspirational.
I feel that the best word to describe Jets is community.
Friendship.
Family.
Family. I've joined other clubs and I haven't felt the same way as I do with Jets. And I would say the rest of the team probably feels the same way.
It's allowed me to just interact with other people that I just never would have been able to interact with before. I've learned so much from them, developed so much even as a person from them too. But there's another community Jets connects me with, and that's a community like outside of Clements High School, between schools, just really across the nation.
Like, I made some of my closest friends through contests like Science Bowl and Science Olympiad. When you add a community to the equation, it just helps everyone love what they're doing more.
I would say that the Jets' impact on sort of the people here is primarily just the fact that it really allows you to find people that you really like talking to and find people who you might not be able to see otherwise. When you're competing through Science Olympiad, you're preparing with your friends, you're talking with the officers, you feel like you're part of a team. It's something that is a new feeling compared to just participating in science classes and sitting around all day.
Okay, so I got to travel with the Jets to their regional competition, which was in Corpus Christi at the Texas A&M Galveston campus there. And I hung out in their homeroom a lot of the time, and they would all go off and do their different events. And so each team member is like a specialist in a different subject. But then whenever they came back to the homeroom, whoever was there would always be like, oh, how was your test? And even though everyone is competing with maybe only one other team member at a time, it's really the whole group that is connected and competing as a team. And there's definitely a great sense of teamwork, and everyone was supporting everyone else.
Jets offered an opportunity for me to discover what I really wanted to do outside of school and beyond, like high school and college. For example, one of the events that I do through Jets is cybersecurity, and through that I realized that I really am interested in pursuing computer science outside and beyond high school.
As I was sort of exploring the different sorts of events that exist throughout Science Olympiad, I found a passion for a different sort of topic that I never really thought I'd be interested in, which was earth science. And as someone who primarily does math and computer science, I always thought that this would be something that was really uninteresting. But as I sort of looked through the different ways that that math, computer science, and earth science actually overlapped, something that it really inspired me to do was to look more at how earth science could be applied into like helping real people.
Jets motivates me to keep studying science because I know even though I might not have a competition next week, or there might not even be a competition coming up in a while, I still know, hey, I have this thing that I really like doing and I can keep practicing it. I don't have to just practice science in science class. Science is something that I can do whenever I want, wherever I want, however I want. Because again, science is an outlet for me to express my curiosity.
So when we start at the beginning of the year, we always start with our qualifiers, and it's always great to see a student who maybe didn't show a passion for science come up and try one of the exams and then find that they really enjoy learning it. And so they find a community where they can grow and learn together. Many of them even go on to become veterans to then teach some of our newer members, and it's just an ever-growing cycle.
When we made nationals, it showed that all of this, it was for something. Like, everybody was able to contribute. Everybody played their part. All of my friends, all their work, I saw it all going to this one amazing goal. And when we made nationals, it was probably one of the best feelings of my life.
We really didn't think we were capable of doing it until we did it. We were competing against much larger and well-funded schools, so it was really impressive that we actually managed to make it this far. And when we made it to nationals, it was definitely a highlight for me.
Making Nats to me really feels like all the effort I've been putting into studying for my events over the past year, they've really manifested into something amazing. It made me feel like we as a team are capable of achieving such a feat I had previously thought was an incomprehensible task reserved for like the more famous teams.
Jets in itself is already a really big, really powerful community. The thing about going to a massive event like nationals is is that it allows us to expand this community even further.
I think one of the important things about Science Olympiad is that it's just not about academics, it's also about sportsmanship and collaboration and learning leadership skills and really important life skills like that. So NATS would be a really good opportunity to interact with science professionals and fields we're interested in and with other high-achieving students from across the country. We've worked very hard in the past year. We've put in so many hours to get to the level that we're at right now. So if we did place at NATS, I think it would be a really great way to show other students in our school what our club is about and encourage them to explore academic opportunities like Science Olympiad as well.
Last year we had about 50 people interested in our club when we had our initial meeting, and after we made NATS the following year, we saw such an exponential increase of interest. We had about 200 students attend our interest meeting, which really just shows how powerful making nationals is and being able to attend. And the difference between last year and this year is that this year we actually get to go in person, so we're able to have a lot more fun memories, take footage, and show potential members of the club how truly special and fun Science Olympiad is. Beyond just learning new things about science, we're also able to meet so many new people. Teams across the nation gather together in this one place, and we're able to learn and exchange ideas and information.
We think it's just really valuable for us, and it's an honor for us to represent Texas in that group, right? And I think especially going to NATS will give us the credibility in order to expand on more of the things that we've been wanting to do for the past few years. Like for example, do more outreach, hold more events so we can inspire more and more students. There are a lot of other Science Olympiad organizations throughout the district, and we feel really honored to have the chance to represent the district and the state at nationals.
Last week when we went to state, we traveled with one of our other schools in the district, Kempner, and they just started their Science Olympiad program about 2 years ago. And being able to help them as a more experienced team kind of go through the Science Olympiad journey was super inspiring. We hope to inspire other schools around the district to maybe start a Science Olympiad club and pursue the same things that we have done.
Coming here at the start of the year till now, we've been able to see how our team has grown as people, how they've grown together, how they've grown as individuals, and all the work that they've put in. They've spent countless, hours upon hours, for months, for this opportunity, and it really means a lot to us to see them grow, and we want them to have this opportunity to show their efforts on the national stage.
We really want to do well at NATS to let the nation understand our strength as Clements, Fort Bend ISD, and Texas team.
Okay, so I think that investing in and funding the Clements Jets going to nationals is a very worthwhile way to spend the district's money, because I think that this is going to enrich the students' experiences. It's going to expose them to even more ideas for what they might want to do with science in college. They've put so much time and effort into getting ready for this competition, and I think this is just a great way to reward that effort. And I think that will be motivation to the next group of students who's in Jets, because they'll be like, oh look, these people worked so hard, they got to go to nationals, it was a really cool trip, they got to see all these cool demos and have fun while they were there. And so I think it will just keep lighting the fire under the next generation.
There's always next year, but it would be pretty disappointing thinking about how much time and effort I'd spent into preparing for NATS.
Clements hasn't been to NATS in person for many years. I think it's really important for us to go this year to be able to set an example for the future teams. And we want our entire team to be able to go so we can perform to our fullest potential and gain the highest placing that we can. So it'll be really unfortunate if we aren't able to go. And also since a lot of the members on our team are seniors this year, and this will kind of be their last Jets trip of their high school career, I think it's really important to make this a memorable experience for them.
I definitely feel quite sad about that, because really it's just we're missing out on such a really big opportunity to learn.
So after all that hard work that not just me, but that everyone else has put in, I really hope that we get the funding necessary to make that final push towards doing well at NATS.
I think that if we were really unable to go to nationals because of funding, it would not it would definitely feel pretty poor, and it wouldn't feel great because I've seen all the work that everybody's put into this. I feel like I really want everybody to go to nationals, to be able to get what they deserve, and to be able to see themselves on the national stage competing, and to know that all their work has gone into something that really matters to them.
I just constantly see all the members working so hard, and they stay after school, they put in long hours, they work on things in their free time, they do practice tests on the weekend, and it takes so much motivation to be that consistent and dedicated all year long.
You know, a lot of teachers reach burnout in the career of teaching, but I think if everyone was as blessed as I am to have a student body that just shows the passion for science and really enjoys learning, I think they would enjoy their job as much as I do.